Hey guys, this is Illusionist Jason Bishop. I am back with another video. In this case, I'm going to give some travel tips. I've been able to travel quite a bit around the world. I've been to 49 of the 50 states and over 40 countries on 6 different continents. I have not made it to Antarctica yet. I don't know if there's a lot to do there other than check out penguins, but that would be kind of cool. So travel tips, let's get right to it. Getting through security at the airport can be a massive pain in the butt, so you want to make that go as quickly as you can. Boom, nylon belt. This thing is nylon. It's got some kind of spandexy elastic or something in it like that, and it's just a plastic front here. So this does not set off a metal detector, which is great. So you can leave your belt on. You got to take the stuff out of your pockets and put it into your bag, etc., but you don't have to take off your belt. One less thing to worry about. And in that same vein would be slip-on shoes. I have Adidas shoes. I used to have Converse shoes, which make a pretty good slip-on shoe as well. These work really well for me. They stay firmly on my feet, but they can come off really quickly and then go back on in just a few seconds. I don't have to tie them every single time, which just is a major convenience. Kim, ladies, still uses her Converse shoes. You can see on the back of these slip-on Converse, there's sort of an elastic back here, so it goes on and off super duper quick. Standard laces up front, but you can also get elastic laces that help to cinch your foot a little bit, but then also allow it to just slip on and off really quickly. That's huge to just get moving in that line. That's tip 1. Tip 2, pack a snack. Protein bars, that's pretty amazing. There's a ton of protein here. There's a pretty good amount of calories. Obviously, protein tends to keep you a little bit more full, so that's really good. It does fill up your stomach pretty well. 12 grams of protein in this, which is good to keep your muscle mass. Obviously, you gotta keep protein in you. These are great. For years, we absolutely always had protein bars with us in our backpacks, our carry-on. Today, we go with a couple different things. We have these packs of nuts. These are Blue Diamond almonds. They're chocolate dusted almonds. And we also have these, which are mini, what are they? Mini Nila wafers. It's only 130 calories, not too bad. It's obviously carbohydrates, which maybe is useful for energy or workout recovery. You can also fill your stomach as well if you're feeling a little bit queasy, etc. I once did a show a world away, and a big magician got there and he had absolutely no snacks packed on him and he was starving and absolutely nothing was open. And so we offered him a couple protein bars and I don't even think he ever ate them in his life, and he devoured these. If I told you his name, you would absolutely know who this person is, but I won't do that. He was pretty thankful that we had protein bars, so I guess he owes me a favor if I think about it. Pack a snack, that's tip 2. Tip 3, pack a battery. So this is a backup battery. You guys have probably seen these, or you may have a few of these. We have a bunch of them. I'm not quite sure why we have so many, but it's pretty good because even on cruise ships, for instance, near your bed, you may not have a good charger for your phone if you want it near you. So these batteries work great. All of them charge through micro USB, so that's pretty easy. They all have 2, sometimes even 3 ports to charge with. Sometimes the ports charge a little bit slower, a little bit faster. This one actually goes into an away luggage bag for carry-on. These used to be manufactured into the bag, and if you had to remove it, you had to undo the whole bag and unscrew it and stuff. So Away has now made these so that you can insert them and eject them with just the push of a button. They're sort of spring-loaded and they have a cover. Once in a while when you go onto a plane, if the flight attendant recognizes that your luggage has a battery in it, they will ask you to remove it. And they know just by the brand. They don't have to recognize that it actually has a battery in it. So you will get asked that somewhat often. So you want to make sure that you can remove this battery. Battery backups, that is a must-have for travel. Tip number 4, let's say you want to get some sleep, and so you close the shades that are behind you. But unfortunately, in the process of closing them, they don't completely close. What do you do about that? Well, a lot of your hotels, not all of them, will have a secret gadget for you. Here it is, a coat hanger. And this is like a little MacGyver tool for when you want to get some sleep and the shades won't close. Take your coat hanger and pinch the curtains together so that light can't leak through. It's a simple trick, but it saves you a million times from getting light on your face while you're trying to go to sleep and it's just keeping you awake. Maybe you've gone to a completely different time zone, it's hours off, and you just need to get some sleep. So go into your closet, grab a pants hanger if it's available, pinch those guys closed with the pants coat hanger, solves that problem. Not all hotel rooms have them, but the ones that do, it can be a total lifesaver. Tip number 5, international travel plug. That's upside down, but you can read it now, hopefully. It says UK, EU, US, and Australia. And so this can convert plugs from all over the world to your type of plug or vice versa. So let's say you're an American and you're traveling to the UK, you just push this little button over to here and out pops the plug that's required for the UK. If you're traveling to the EU, you push that to the center and just kind of push that in. And the button pushes in and out pops you know, a European Union style plug for Europe, just like that. And then your American plug plugs in right over here just standard. If you're traveling into America, then you just go like this and you have a standard American plug like this, and then your other plugs from your homeland plug right into the other sides like that. It also has a little USB port over here for 2 different USBs. One charges at 2.1 amps, the other charges at 1 amp. You can find tons of these on Amazon or other shops online. I just look for ones that have really good ratings and that have, you know, really good reviews. Tip number 5, international plug. Tip number 6, 2 is 1, 1 is none, especially when it comes to cords. This is my new MacBook Pro, whatever they call it, computer. My old one was like 5 years old and it was dying. The speakers weren't working. It was getting really bad. The battery was dying in like 30 minutes. So this particular one has a USB-C charger on here. Here's where 2 is 1, 1 is none comes into play. What if this cord, which is a strong braided cord, so it's not likely to break, what if this cord breaks? Well, I can pull this USB-C out and I can take a regular USB-C data cord, plug that in, and then actually charge my computer using its USB-C port instead of the MagSafe port over here. So that's a pretty awesome advantage with the newer Macs that way, is that you have actually 2 different charging options. But also, again, this is a data cable as well as a power cable for this particular computer. So I can do data transfer, but I can also use it as a power cord. So again, 2 is 1, 1 is none. I have 2 power cords for my computer, but one of them also serves as a data cord. So let's talk about phone cords for a second. Obviously, if your phone goes down and you cannot charge your phone, you have your battery backup if you can't find a plug. But if you can't charge it because your phone cord is missing, stolen, or broken, you want to have a backup cord of that. These are very, very lightweight, so it's easy to keep an extra cord on you. And here's a suggestion for that. Backup cord. This backup cord is actually a 3-prong cord. The back end over here is your standard USB to charge, but this end over here actually has 3 cords. So this one charging area here charges 3 different devices separately, all at the same time. You've got a USB-C cord, you've got a micro USB, so you can charge your batteries at the same time, and you've got an Apple Lightning cord, I guess they're called Lightning cords, so that you can charge your iPhone or your iPad at the same time. I use these all the time. Some of my show equipment that I use for my actual show actually has these already pre-wired in them so that I can charge multiple devices, because I use cameras and transmitters during my show, so I need to charge a lot of batteries all at once, so I have a bunch of these. They may degrade your battery because they're not specifically made for it. I have no idea. I don't know. It's just a lifesaver for me. You have to make your own call on that. I'm not sure how they work that way, but Apple batteries always die anyway, so you always need to buy a new iPhone in a few years as it is. 2 is 1, 1 is none, especially with your cords. This is tip 7, and it's especially useful when you're traveling internationally. It could be used domestically, but definitely you want to think about this when you're traveling internationally, and that is take photos of your hotel, your destinations, where you want to get to, and even your luggage. So just on your phone like this is the cruise ship that we're on. I have 2 different photos of it, which is kind of helpful, especially a photo in port so they can kind of recognize it. You can also take photos of your luggage just in case your luggage gets lost. It's good to just take a photo of that ahead of time so that people can identify it. The other thing you can take photos of is your hotel. This is a really important one because you may forget the name of it, although you can usually look that up in an email or itinerary, etc. But it's great to have a photo just to show a taxi driver, I'm trying to go here, I'm trying to go here, and they understand what you're trying to say. So if you're traveling internationally, definitely take photos of your destinations, places you want to see, your luggage perhaps, and maybe even important travel information like your passport, etc. You can put these in a separate album in your phone's photo album so that they're all completely ready to go in one spot. You don't have to hunt around for them. These have been total lifesaver, time savers for us. We've used these tons and tons of times as we've left the country so many times. It's really come in handy. So that is tip number 7. Let's add one little bonus tip here. This is one that my girlfriend and onstage partner Kim came up with, and in talking with other artists on the road, some of them actually do this as well. This is especially if you're traveling with 2 people. That's where it really works out. If you can pick your seats, and there's 3 seats in a row, take the aisle and the window seat. That leaves only a middle seat. If the plane doesn't fill up, someone is less likely to pick that middle seat. That means you have a complete row together. It also means if someone does pick that middle seat, that you can then decide which 2 seats you want, because they will take either the aisle or the window. If you have 2 people in your party, that's the way to do it. So those are my 7 travel tips, plus a little bonus right there. If you want to learn more about any of these products, they're down below in the description box. You can follow the links there. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please destroy the like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when new videos are released, and we'll see you in the next one. Sometimes even important travel documents like your passport, etc., like that. That's right? Let's do a... This is gonna die in 4 minutes.
You didn't like that dramatic take.